Yeah, so I know I was gonna like put a thing up on like an intro, but this video I decided not to do an intro because I didn't really like plan on doing this video at all. But recently I was watching YouTube and I found something on, like, I always pop in on the Dr. Drew channel. I found something very interesting. Toddlers and tiaras. Like, I swore to myself that I'd never touched the subject. But then, hold on. Then I found something interesting. Okay, found something really interesting. Okay, everybody, you recognize this, right? Okay. Red Bull. Yeah, you recognize it, right? I like the taste of it. It's pretty good. Yeah, what I found out? Go-Go Juice. Lina, aka Honey Bobo Child. One of the pageant contestants on Toddlers and Tiara. Her mother, she's a 6-year-old. She's a 6-year-old child, and her mother is giving her Red Bull. First of all, Miss Shannon, right? Miss June Shannon, I should say. Miss June Shannon. It says on the can, okay? Grab the can again. It says, right here on the can, not recommended for children, pregnant, or nursing women, and persons sensitive to caffeine. She's a child, first of all, and doesn't she seem like she's sensitive to caffeine? Caffeine also has very addictive adverse effects, especially Red Bull. Like, I know from experience, like, I literally, like, drink a 12-ounce can a day of Red Bull. And then I switched to normally Pepsi or Coke. The difference between me and a 6-year-old is, for one, I'm not 6 years old. For children to be, like, drinking energy drinks at that age, and right now I'm actually drinking water, so it's okay. For children just to be drinking that, that's so bad for them. That's so bad. There's, like, adverse effects, like the addictive quality, like, with the withdrawals, irritability, moodiness, headaches. I mean, if I could, quit drinking caffeine, oh yeah, I definitely would, but I have a dependency on caffeine, and I know that sounds really bad, but caffeine is an addictive drug. It is a drug. Anything that affects the human brain, mentally, the human brain, like, helps a person mentally and otherwise, enhances physical things as well. It's considered a drug. Like, what does marijuana do? What does marijuana do? What does what does tobacco do? What does crack do? What does LSD do? Steroids, what do they do? It's all drugs. Prescription or illegal. Anything, it's all drugs. We are a society that heavily prides ourselves in loading up our bodies with drugs. Just saying, caffeine's one of the biggest. I mean, it sounds bad, but yeah. That's just, anyways, getting back to toddlers and tiaras thing. And, like, it's all over. It's all over the media. You would think that child services would be like, hey, we should check into this, but they're not. I mean, she's 6 years old, or was 6 years old. I don't know how old she is now. I gotta see when this video was. Oh, yeah, she's 6 years old now. Probably almost 7, because this video was posted February 8th. But my whole point... Okay, anyways. Like, she says, Lina says, my special juice is going to help me win. And she goes in and says, my go-go juice is kicking in now. Okay, a bottle of go-go juice contains as much caffeine as 2 cups of coffee. And this is what June Shannon says, the little girl's mother. There are normal people who give their kids this. Why is it such a big issue, us pageant moms that do it all weekend to keep our kids energized and awake? There are far worse things I could be giving her, like alcohol. For one, yes, there are far worse things to be giving her, like alcohol. But you are her mother. She learns from you. And you're giving her this energy drink that at her age, well, it's Mountain Dew and Red Bull. But Mountain Dew's, I'm sorry, but Mountain Dew's also one of the worst things you can give a 6-year-old, honestly. And combining them together, no. No, 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 no. People who do this, anyways, yes, you could be giving her worse things. But this is pretty bad. Shouldn't you, so-called pageant mom, live above the influence? Find other alternative routes for your child? And maybe, maybe she's not ready to compete if that's the issue. Think about it. It's just, people are so ignorant. And June Shannon is just one of those people who show that they're ignorant. Little kids, I don't care, should not even be drinking Red Bull, in my opinion. It says it right on the can. Not recommended for children. I personally don't think Mountain Dew is the best thing you'd be giving a child, or, Coke or Pepsi. Personally, I would probably only give them, at best, Sprite or 7-Up. Maybe even a little bit of Dr. Pepper, because I know Dr. Pepper's not that bad. But still, just dark colas and energy drinks for kids minus Dr. Pepper. I wouldn't dream of giving my kids that. I just wouldn't if I ever had kids. I know, I'm not a parent, blah, blah, blah. But, I grew up too. I have parents too. And I have a brain. I have a thinking ability just like everyone else. Just saying. Well, I'm gonna go. This was Lina. Loveisms. Peace out.